Hi, today we are going to create a banner for our Google Classroom. We know that teachers are involved in e-learning, and so this is a way to personalize your classroom for your students. You need to, and also we're going to add a Bitmoji to our banner. The first thing I want you to do is to go to Google Slides, and then you're going to click on your boxes and just hit the delete button. There are a few ways you can delete these boxes, but you can just click on them and hit the delete button. Then you're going to go to background. Then you're going to go to choose image and then Google image search. From here, you're going to type in wall, floor, background, because that's what you're trying to find. And you're going to pick whatever you would like your banner to look like. You can go up and down and choose what you like. I'm just going to choose the first one. And then I'm by clicking on it, and then I'm going to click insert. And then you can click done. And now I'm going to change it to the size of a banner. I'm going to go up and click file. Then I'm going to move down to page setup. I'm going to go to widescreen and then click custom. I'm going to start with the first box and I'm going to put in 16.67. Go to the second box and I'm going to put in 4.17, and I did that by highlighting the boxes and deleting and typing in what I wanted. And then I'm going to click apply. And here is your banner. Now what we're going to do is just decorate it a little bit. We're going to go up here to insert image. And I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to click on search the web, and it's going to bring me over here. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to type the word transparent, and I'm going to, because I don't want a white background or a black background, I want the background to be transparent. So I'm going to type transparent, and then I'm going to type cartoon, because that's what I want it to look like, and then clip art. The first thing I'm going to look for is a whiteboard that I can add to my banner. Here's one, so I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to click insert. Once I insert it, then I can go ahead and resize it the way I would like. I can move my image wherever I would like to on my banner. I can make it taller, shorter. Okay, so I have my whiteboard. Next thing I want to do is maybe click and find a chair that I can sit in. And so I'm going to say maybe big chair that the teacher is going to sit in. So I'm going to go down, look for a chair that would be ideal. Here's one here. I'll click on that chair. I'll click insert. It will appear in my banner. And then I'll simply resize it. And I can move it across the room because my Bitmoji sits towards the other direction. I'm going to click here and simply drag it and move it so it can sit the other direction. Okay, now I'm going to add maybe a table that can sit right in front of my chair. So I'll just say table. Go down and pick, actually I like this table, so I'll click on it. I'll click insert. And again, I might have to resize it, make it a little bit smaller. Then I can move it over in front of my chair. Okay, and I think that looks pretty good. Next, maybe I'll add a laptop to my table over here. Let's see. All right, let's add a laptop. I'm going to go down to select, I like this laptop with the smiley face. I'll click on it, click insert. Once it comes in here, I'm going to sort of change it to look in the other direction. And then I'm going to resize it. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on top of that table right there. Okay, very good. All right, next I'll maybe write on my whiteboard. So I'll click on the whiteboard and then I'm going to add a text box. So I add the text box here. I can then click inside the text box. I can even change the font to look like maybe I've written on the whiteboard. I'll change the size of the font and maybe I'll just say welcome to your virtual classroom. Okay, And maybe I'll say Miss Smith, and I'll say office hours 9 to 2. Okay. Now, again, you can just decorate your banner however you would like. Maybe I'll add a frame, or I'll say frame because I'm going to maybe add a little poster, sort of like a motivational poster for our students. I like that one because it looks like it has children on it, and then I'll put it up here at the top to make it look like it's an actual poster. Maybe move it up a little bit more because it's on the wall, and maybe make it a little bit smaller. And then again, I'll maybe add a text box and add something inspirational in there. Maybe I'll just say, be all that you can be. And then maybe I'll change the font color so you can see it a little bit better. Maybe I'll put it in bold, and I could even go in and add another little picture inside of there. Okay, let's just go ahead and add maybe a couple more things, and then we'll go ahead and put our Bitmoji in and put it in the classroom. So here I'm going to add another table, click on it, insert it, because I want to put some books on it, on this table. I'll move this table over here, maybe make it a little bit shorter. Then I can go up here and maybe look for some books. I like these books with the owl on top. I'll click on it, insert it, make it a little bit smaller, and then go ahead and put it on top of this table. Okay, very good. The only other, how does that look? Yep, let's make it a little bit smaller. Alrighty. Okay, that looks pretty good. The only other thing I wanted to show you is that suppose you added something, and let's say we wanted to add maybe, let's add, let's just say we'll add a bowl that we want to put some markers in. And let's say, let's make it a pretty bowl. I like that bowl. Let's insert it. And let's make it a lot smaller. And let's say we wanted this bowl, if we were to, I don't know, let's say move it over here. And you see how right now that bowl is in front of my whiteboard. If I wanted it to be in behind the whiteboard, I can click on it and then right click, and then I can click on order, and I can send it to the back of my whiteboard. And as you can see, it's kind of sitting towards the back of the whiteboard instead of in the front. So that's the way you decorate it. And then, of course, you can add your Bitmoji. Now, let me just say, when you add a Bitmoji, the first thing you have to do is you have to create a Bitmoji on your iPhone or Android by going to your app store, downloading it, downloading the app, going through the series of picking your shape of your face, your eye color, hair color, so on and so forth, and then you'll save it to your phone. And then you will come over to your computer and you'll Google Chrome Web Store. After Chrome Web Store comes up, you can search on Bitmoji, and what will come up is this right here. It'll say Bitmoji, and it'll say extensions. And over here, it'll say add to Chrome, like it does down here, but it'll be up here. But since I already have the Bitmoji, mine says rated. So once you come here and you click add to Chrome, what will happen? You go through a series of steps, and then this little Bitmoji icon will appear at the top of your page. Okay. Now, once you have that Bitmoji icon there, in order to add one of your Bitmojis, you simply click on it. And I'm going to type in sitting because that's what I'm going to be doing on my banner. I'll click on it. I'll right click, click copy image, and then I'll go to my banner, click again, and click paste, and then maybe make myself a little bit smaller, and then I'll carry myself over here to this chair since this is where I want to sit. And I'm still looking a little big, so I'll probably have to make myself a little bit smaller. All right. Okay. And maybe I'll make it myself a little bit longer. And there I am now sitting on this chair. And you can maybe put a rug under there. That may help to really make it look like everything is sitting on the floor. So that's how you do your banner. The only step you have left is now you have to name it. And maybe we'll name it Google Classroom 42620. And then we're going to come over here to File. We're going to go down and we're going to go to Download, and we're going to save it as a PNG image. And then we're ready to stick it into our classroom. We'll go to our Google Classroom. And then I already have one in here, but I'm going to change it. That's one I did earlier. So I'll go to Upload Photo. I'll go to Select a Photo from your computer, and then we'll find the one that we just did, which is right here, Google Classroom 426. We'll click it, and there it is. And then we can simply resize it to make sure we get everything in there that we want to have in there. All right. And then we'll click Select Class Theme, and ta-da, it just changed it. And there you have your Google Classroom banner. I hope this helps.